Scorpio, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for April 2015. This month, I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Doreen Virtue's Archangel Michael Oracle cards. If you're interested in learning more about me or would like to schedule a private reading with me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. Also, I want to add here, because I added some of my videos, and I want to let you know if you hear a strange noise like humming in the background that may sound like growl, it's my dog is sleeping next to me in my chair and is snoring. So if you hear that, that's what it is. It's my dog Jack sleeping away through these tarot readings. I guess he's not very enthused about them. Well, anyway, on with your reading, Scorpio. The first card you have in your reading today for April 2015, you have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes holding on protectively to your money. Some people call this the miser card, but it's being protective of your money. It can also indicate financial success, however. So in some cases, that's why it's shown up. I hear you're determined to get some things going in your life right now. Wow. That's not the first time I've heard that. Determination is a big word for the month of April across the board, and you've got it right here coming off through this card of Four of Pentacles. I feel that you're really pulling back and going over any mistakes you may have made. Like, I feel like you're doing a lot of reviewing of the past, reviewing things that you are starting to think of as may have been a mistake or some mistakes you have made. I feel like you're getting more involved in your community or with social groups or even new friends or hanging around with new people. And I feel that your social life is really going to start improving all the way around. I feel like you're going to be happier with the things that you're doing and who you're doing them with. I feel that many of you have come to the conclusion that some endings that happened in your life were the best things that ever could have happened for you, because now you're ready to move on. Like, it's freeing you up so that you can move on. I really see some of you being free from some mental and emotional burdens that you've maybe been plaguing you for a while. I see many of you are getting past them. I do hear that you're very good at treating people very well around you in your life. Almost like you treating them in very high regard, giving them a lot of respect, attention, affirmations, accolades. I feel you can be very good about that. But they're also saying don't forget to take people's emotions into account as well. I'm not sure why they're linking that to that statement. They're saying because people are really moved by things emotionally, and not everything can be dealt with factually. So I know that's a little bit of a weird message here, but it is what they're talking about. So it must be something that spirit guides want you to hear. I do feel as far as financially goes, you are stabilizing your finances and becoming more grounded and financially stable. That's coming up. I do feel you are becoming more protective of your finances, and you are like putting a lot of money under lock and key. Some of you may be putting money in a safety deposit box or special accounts, because I see you like on lockdown with your money, like really securing it and wanting to secure it for you and your future and any of those you love around you. I do feel for some of you that you're really starting to dress for success and impress, and that any money that you've accumulated, and that you are stepping out in style. Maybe you bought yourself a new car that's, quite a hot flashy vehicle, or your clothes. Like, I feel like how you're presenting yourself all the way around. If the clothes you're wearing, to the cars you're driving, to how you're styling yourself, I feel like you're oomping it up or amping it up, and people are noticing that about you. Now, the next card you have in your layout today, Scorpio, for this April 2015 Psychic Tarot reading, you have the Nine of Rods. And the Nine of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes being prepared and ready for battle. It can also indicate that you could be suspicious of someone, having some suspicions of someone or some situations going on around you. I feel any of you Scorpios that have had some kind of measure of success, regardless whether it's small or large, you're going to be parlaying it into something bigger that's going to bring more success to you. So I feel like you've taken like a grain of sand and turned it into a giant boulder. Like, that's how it's coming to me. And it is bringing you success and affluence. I feel some of you Scorpios may have been put into a position where someone has come up to you and has made you eat your words. So if you've had somebody recently confront you, I feel like it's already happened. I don't really feel like this is coming, although this is for April, so it could happen in this month of April if it didn't already happen in March. I feel like someone is, kind of like proving you wrong, or wanting to say something to you, like calling you out to task for something that maybe you said or did. And I get the feeling of you may have to eat your words, or you may have already had this recently happen. I feel that whoever this is, you've had an ongoing battle or struggle with this person. For some of you, this is a coworker. For some of you, this is a family member. For some of you, it may be like your sister or your brother. It could be like a sibling to you, or a parent calling you out, or you calling them out on something that, but I feel like you're getting called out on whatever this is because you're having to eat your words. So it's coming at you. It could even be with friends. It could even be a friend situation where whoever this is, you've had run-ins with them in the past, or they've kind of been like an Achilles heel to you. I don't feel like you always get along the greatest with this person. This person is like somebody that would drive up like sore subjects with you, and like, so they're happy to come running to like say, oh, you were wrong, and then watching you would be in the position of having to eat your words. I feel that you're distancing yourself from any people that you've had that feeling from. Like anybody there, I feel almost like you've got the feeling like they're either for me or against me. And if they're for me, fine. I'm happy to deal with them. If they're against me, I'm done with them and I'm moving away from them. So there's some people that I feel like you've had it with dealing with them and being at odds with them. So for some of you, I feel you're really like, if you're not on board with me, who I am, what I'm doing, what I'm saying, then I'm done with you now. Like, I get that kind of vibe from you Scorpios. I feel like you have been, for some of you Scorpios, you've been put in a position of a leadership role or been put in charge of something, and I get people wanting to rain on your parade for some reason. Like if you're in a work situation where you've been head of a task force or a certain project or a new area of the business that you haven't worked in before, and now you're in charge of some people, that those people want to like rain on your parade. That's what's coming up here. So some of you have had to contend with that. So because I feel like some people around you may have wanted to stomp on your ideas. And even though that you've been put into a position of leadership or power, jealousy breeds contempt, right? I feel like there's been people that have had some envy of you or been a little jealous of you or don't want to see you in a leadership position because they've got some weird vibe about you or axe to grind with you, and that therefore they try to like create stumbling blocks for you, rain on your parade, stamp on your ideas like they don't like your ideas, or like criticize you in some way. So I feel some of you Scorpios have been it's like you've had a blessing of some, in a business or work related sense or an elevated sense, and then on the other hand, yet it's caused a lot of irritations for you, for lack of a better word here. I feel if you're a non-working Scorpio, you're starting to see some family members in a new light. You could be experiencing a great deal of disruption within your family, because I feel there may be judgments flying at each other, and people divided, some people over here, some people over here, and judgments flying. So some of you Scorpios, this 9 of Rods, which as I said is being prepared and ready for battle, is coming up. It's either in a work-related sense, and it's because of the position you've been elevated to, and then these coworkers being jealous or envious or just not liking you or what you're doing for some reason and raining on your parade. Or it's if you're non-working, it's in a family sense where I feel like your family's divided and the different factions here are fighting with each other or going toe-to-toe with each other. And they said some people in your family are showing true colors or different colors to you than what you've seen before. So it's not anything you can't handle, Scorpio. You're very strong, and unfortunately not every reading can be fabulous of everything good. You do have some good cards here, but I'm sorry, 9 of Rods does indicate some kind of strife for you. I wish that wasn't the case. Now, in crowning your reading, this is an excellent card. You have the Star. This could be one of the best cards in the deck. People could argue that, but I see it as extremely positive. And the Star is a card that's basically saying your wishes are being granted. Your prayers, your wishes are being granted, and your spiritual spirit guides, angels, the divine source, the creator, whatever you want to say, is hearing your prayers and granting them. This card can also indicate hope, courage, spiritual love, good health. So it's got excellent meanings all the way around. I feel that that the course of your life is changing for the better. And any of these stumbling blocks or things that have come into play here that have been disruptive for you are actually a blessing in disguise, Scorpio, because I feel that you will be leaving and moving from different situations. Some of you, you'll be moving from where you're living. Some of you, it may be you're going to move out of the position you're in and into a different position at your work. Some of you, you may be leaving your job and moving to a different location entirely across the country, to a new home and a new job, relocating all the way around. I get for Scorpios in general that any disruptions have come because now they've been a catalyst for you to grab hold and a handle on your life and turn it into a new direction and to make a better life for yourself, one that's more in tune with how you operate and how you see things and how you like your life to go, not following the game plan that other people want to see play out. So that's why I feel the Star is showing up for you, crowning your reading today. I'm hearing you're getting things organized and in organization. And I'm also hearing a gift of cash could be coming to you. If any of you recently had a wedding or are attending a wedding, or you could be getting married, it could be your wedding, that this gift of cash is coming to you through an event, because I do feel some Scorpios out there have celebrated something big recently, or are right now, right in the now, or just recently did, or just coming very soon, and that you get gifts of cash here. So if you're having some big celebratory gathering in your behalf, in your honor, no matter what it is, I feel cash is coming your way. That's one of the channels it's coming to you from. Yeah, I get many of you are going to have like a new lease on life and really starting out like in a new direction. Some of you are moving to a new town or a new city, and it could be at quite a distance. But if it's not that, I just feel like you're starting your life new somehow, regardless of how, whether it's you're moving to a new place, or whether you're just, getting done with people that have done you wrong and you're tired of operating from what their agendas are and you want your own agenda now. Regardless, it doesn't matter. You will be on new ground, starting a new life with new footing, with a lot of new is circling around you here with the star, and it's positive starts. I feel that there's going to be more refinement around you and about you, that you're going to be developing your tastes in a kind of like in a sophisticated fashion. Like if you weren't interested in wines before, fine wines, maybe now you're going to start going to wine tastings and learn a lot about wine. And maybe if you didn't really care that much about cars in the past, that you're learning what cars are, about different cars, and you're going to purchase a really fine car. I get like your taste, there's whatever, literary works. If you were never somebody that read like the old classics or old plays, I feel like you're going to start doing things that bring you levels of sophistication in whatever way you deem that for you. It could be, studying certain subjects and elevating yourself through education. I don't know, but it comes up as, elevating yourself in sophistication in whatever way that makes sense for you, Scorpio. Now, the next card you have in your reading is the Fool. And the Fool is a card to me that symbolizes starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations. But it's also a card to say, it's a warning card, like you can't have on rose-colored glasses. Be realistic and have reality going on around you, because if you're not paying attention, you could get caught unawares, and that wouldn't be positive for you. I hear all systems are go for you, and you've got the green light on so many things, Scorpio. And I hear that maybe you've been under some kind of funk where you were kind of taking things out on some other people in your family. And I do hear that you don't want to do that anymore, so that you know that you want to be the best Scorpio that you can be, and being angry or sullen or depressed or taking things out on other people is not doing that and not being true to you. And I get that you just do not want to do that anymore. You are going to be giving yourself a leg up and a boost up financially, and for some of you, this is linked to travels. Many of you are getting a new project or a plan started and off the ground, and for some of you, it is actually a marriage or a relationship that is serious, like a marriage. And I do get that many of you are taking the steps, getting things in alignment, like getting your ducks in a row, getting prepared to move forward. I feel some of you have had a little bit of an ongoing struggle with yourself of what do you want to do in certain situations, like do I want to do this or I don't want to do that? Do I want to move or do I want to stay? Do I want to leave this job or do I want to see how it's going to work out and stay here? Do I want to break up with this person because they're driving me crazy, or do I want to give them a second chance and see how it can, work out? I see you going back and forth about different subjects. It doesn't matter what it is. You're not the first sign that got that either. So There's a couple themes I noticed in March that were repeated with the different signs, and there's a couple themes repeated in this month with some of the different signs. And you definitely have that, like, weighing it scenario going back and forth here. I'm picking that up. I do feel many of you were really born to lead. And I do feel that some of you are going to be put into that position and you're going to take the ball and run with it. Now, it did come up with the 9 of Rods. For those of you that already occurred and you have some disgruntled people, I don't know if this applies again here for the Fool, but I definitely get that you were born to lead and you should, and I do get that you are going to take the ball and run with it. I feel that you are somebody that's good at giving direction, giving orders, delegating what people need to do, scheduling people, organizing people, getting tasks and projects in, order and executing them and seeing that they happen. And I feel that you're good at troubleshooting the problems. I do feel you're good at that. So any leadership role that you get offered up to you right now, I do see you taking it. Now, for most of you, I see this in a work-related sense. For you non-working Scorpios, I feel that then this will be it'll be about your life, taking a leadership role in your life and you getting your life organized and on track. And if you're married or coupled with someone and you have a family, you have kids, I see you really getting together with them, gatherings and celebrations coming up for them, and helping organize them, trying to organize them and their details of their lives. You have a lot of inner strength and inner power right now, and you should exercise that and use that to your advantage and your benefit. I do feel some of you Scorpios do have a little bit of difficulty giving up power and control over to other people, so it is best if you can have the control yourself. I do feel that social networks and online networks of any kind are going to be working out for you, and you're going to be developing some new relationships or friendships that could be coming through anything you're doing online. There's some Scorpios I feel that are going to have the job of organizing, planning, or executing someone's estate or doing estate planning for people. I feel that the challenge for you that comes up this month is for you to be more malleable and flexible. I feel this month of April will be very challenging for you in that regard. Because I feel like you are good at gaining control and having power and leading. So in any situations you find yourself in where you have to be flexible and malleable and accommodating is where your challenges seem to lie for this month of April. I do also hear that some of you are either going to be graduating and attending a graduation party or something to do with graduating, or you're someone in your family close to you, if you have children, son or a daughter, could be getting ready to graduate, because graduating is coming up here also with the Fool card. Now, your last card in the tarot portion of your reading today, Scorpio, for this April 2015 reading, you have the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles is a work-related card usually, or money-related for sure. And 8 of Pentacles is the card of the apprentice. This can be mastering a craft, learning a new skill. This can also be indicating financial benefit and gain coming to you because it is the number 8. And 8 is an excellent number for finances. And as I've said in other videos, and I'm going to say it to you, if you draw the number 8 and put it in your wallet, you will attract money to you. So make sure if you don't believe it, just give it a try. You got nothing to lose. I feel that communication with other people right now seems a little weird to me for you. You have to be careful that you don't give your power away to anybody that could take it and run with it. So make sure you Don't let people get the better of you right now, Scorpio. That's what comes up to me. I feel many of you feel like you've been treated unfairly, like you've been under the gun or under fire by people, and maybe some judgments against you, and that you don't feel like you've been treated fairly is coming up with this card. I hear many of you feel like you've gone through a period of having to defend yourself, and that you're sick of it and that you don't want to do it anymore. You can generally get overwrought with your emotions when there's too much sniping and griping going on at you, and judgments coming against you, or like people picking at you or making snap judgments, or having, I just feel like I feel like you can put on a good front, like you're okay with it, and like, you know, this solidarity of strength, but internally I feel like it turns you upside down, all emotionally, like gets you all, you know, mixed up and bottled up. Take yourself back step back. Don't let yourself get sucked down any rabbit hole of emotion, Scorpio, because I feel many of you, you could really get sucked into like depression, confusion, emotionally feeling overwrought, overrun, where, you know, like, I don't know if you like wanting to get, you know, like you need a drink, or like smoking cigarettes one right after the other. Like you gotta calm down, because I feel like there's been too much upheaval and too much raw emotions and situations that have really put you to the test, Scorpio, and have been difficult for you. I do feel that you are going to come out of it, though, because through the star, it shows that you are going to have a new life and new situations, and rebuilding your life in a new way and getting things going for yourself. And you are going to rise above these difficulties. And I do see you closing the door on people that have held negative judgments of you in the past, or that you've had, you know, ongoing struggles with. I do see you moving away from it, but I feel like you have to calm down and you need to reclaim your power, and don't let your emotions get the best of you and run away with you like a runaway train, because I feel like there's some of that going on. I want to also say here, I'm not an astrologer, but I do follow it sometimes, and, you know, listen to other people on YouTube that are knowledgeable about astrology. There's some excellent people online here about that. And I just want to say, you know, there are an eclipse that's occurring this month, and there was last month. And also I believe there was a really important square going on. It was maybe Pluto, Uranus, and I don't know if there was something else happening, but I feel like your life, all of us, your life is being affected by that especially. And because your sign is ruled by Pluto, that you may be experiencing some real major shifts and change in your life, and especially connected to your internal state and your emotions, I feel right now, Scorpio. So anything that you can do to calm yourself, if diet and exercise change, if diet and exercise change would help you, or staying away from caffeine, whatever it is you need to do that gives you peace. If aromatherapy, burning candles, incense, aromatherapy, different relaxing baths with different oils. I'm not an expert on that. There's many people that know a lot that can impart wisdom about what's calming. I believe peppermint oil is one that's calming. Lavender, I believe, is another. I'm not overly schooled in it, but I feel that you could benefit from some of these things now. And just know this is transitory. You're passing through it. You'll be the better for it once you're out of any darkness or struggling times, because I do feel that the main message here for you, Scorpio, for this reading of April 2015 is that you need to reclaim your power, get your power back, calm your emotions down, and close doors on things that didn't work on you for you anymore, and move forward. And taking leadership roles, even if people cause you issue or trouble, I do feel that that's to your benefit, not to your detriment, if you can do it, because it's not going to be bad for all of you. I definitely see you very good. You're a very good taskmaster. You're very good at organizing. You're very good at leading and executing things. So use those traits to your advantage, regardless of any opposition you come up against, Scorpio. Now for your outcome card from the Doreen Virtues Archangel Oracle cards, you got the card Believe and Trust. I think that's very interesting. This is what showed up for you today. And the prayer here on this card is, before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. I'm hearing you're beginning to see the forest. Like, you know that phrase, you can't see the forest for the trees? I'm hearing now you are beginning to see the forest. You're entering a new phase of development and growth, and anything that has gone on in the past 6 months to a year has been very important for you to go through to get you to where you are headed. Your spiritual side is strengthening here. You are leading the way and leading the charge. For many of you, that is happening, and it is happening in this month of April, whether it's in a work-related sense or a family sense, or for some particular cause that you're involved with. The guides are saying it's like you're cleansing your palate to make way for new things to come in your life. Like, you know when you go somewhere and they give you a little bit of sorbet for dinner in the middle of the courses to clear your palate for what you're going to eat next? That's what I get is happening for you right now, Scorpio. You're coming to a time of some closures and endings in some regards, but this is so new things can blossom and bloom in your life, and you will have happiness and success. Some of you, you may have already entered into this time of what I'm talking about. Some of you it's still in front of you a little bit. And that's because, as I always say, all Scorpios are not born on the same day, at the same time, in the same month, in the same year. So time frames vary. So some of you may have already experienced some of these things in this reading. Some of you you're having it happen right now, and some of you, you're getting ready to step away from it. But either way, you're going to find that your nirvana is right around the corner. You had to go through some muck and mire and struggles and conflicts to get to the, this Garden of Eden that's coming for you, Scorpio. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense to some of you Scorpios out there. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching and sharing my videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. If you'd like to schedule a private reading with me or to learn more about me, please visit my website, theluckymermaid.com. I wish you a fantastic month of April, Scorpio, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.